So today I'm going to bring y'all a video that in many ways is 27 years almost in the making, and it comes after a 1 year process. But before I get into anything, I talk about the highest expression of gratitude for everyone who's been able to make this moment happen, everyone who's been supporting me throughout this process, throughout this journey. And it's been a long one, it's been a tiresome one, it's been a grueling one, ones that's had its ups and downs, but to my family, my blood family, my non-blood family, my fitness family, my fragrance family, my students, and everybody who supported me along this way. Highest expression, highest thanks. I'll never get tired of thanking y'all for all the support that has been and that has been given in this time. How did we get to this moment? I always knew that I've always said whatever I do in life is to help people. And what does that look like? That's taken on many different shapes, many different forms, many different variations. But I knew as long as I was leaving a positive impact on the world around me, I was doing what I was destined to do. I was fulfilling my purpose in life. And I was like, what am I good at? What am I passionate about? And it turned out that it was a lot of things. I like public speaking. I'm good at public speaking. I have a background in public speaking. I like teaching people. I like mentoring people. I like being able to, make people laugh, smile, impart wisdom on people when I can. Despite things about me where it's like I'm introverted, I'm reserved. I always knew that the only way you really leave an impact on the world is by your relationships with people. How you make them feel, how you make them think, how you make them process life. Are you making people better? Are you making yourself better? And so one of the skills I got into since I was a teenager was fragrance. Cologne. I've always been a cologne collector. I have a cologne channel, the Fragrance Mentor. So I review them, I collect them, coupled with being in the fitness industry. As far as always been a guy who's been in the gym, played football, have a background in football. So being in those two worlds really is kind of the two different settings, the two different environments. But I was like, I have ties and I have bonds with both of them. And I was trying to create something where I can fuse the two worlds together. And so, me being a person who collects fragrance, I wear fragrance every single day. You have pre-workout drink, pre-workout snack, and I even use pre-workout fragrance. I wear a fragrance to the gym every day. And what started happening was in my collection, and with me collecting and me reviewing them, I would wear them to the gym. I would wear my fragrances to the gym, and people started noticing that. Even days like today, it's like, hey, what fragrance are you wearing? What cologne are you wearing? What scent are you wearing? And then that was me being able to kind of break that barrier down as far as me being introverted. Now you learn how to speak to people because people are asking you, people are seeking you out for your advice. That and then coupled with just the fun and the enthusiasm of me being able to share, saying like, hey, I wear this is why I'm wearing it, this is what the notes are, and being able to see that reaction from people knowing I'm passionate about something, I'm simply able to share a passion of mine with the world. Was something that, was like, okay, maybe there is something to this whole fragrance game, was this whole cologne thing, or like one of the reasons why I take a sense of pride in being a fragrance collector is because it's really helped create opportunities. And I've always said that fragrance is a way in this industry that creates opportunities, it creates relationships because that barrier that could have been up of someone not being able to interact with someone, a man not being able to approach a woman, you wear a scent, you wear a fragrance, and that's the icing on the cake. That's that maybe that icebreaker that creates that door to open. And so, I have that public speaking, interaction, and sort of relationship background, and fragrance background, being in the fitness industry. What started happening is people were like, do you have your own fragrance? Do you have your own fragrance? Do you have your own fragrance? And I was never one, the way I was trained, the way I grew up, being entrepreneurial was something I thought about, but I was like, what would be that product? What would be that thing? And being part of an immigrant background, being in an immigrant culture as well, is another thing where, a lot of us aren't taught to be entrepreneurial, to start your own business, to, think about not working for somebody, right? So it was being able to unprogram my mind from being that and flip it to being entrepreneurial. What does that look like? What does it even mean to be an entrepreneur? What does it mean to want to have your own business? Why do you want to have your own business? And then the motivation started to evolve, and because nobody in my family has done it, I want to be the first one to say that I did it. I want to be able to pave the way for me, my children, my future generations, and really all my youngsters, my peers, to say, hey, look, if I could do it, anybody can do it. And so then there goes the second motivation of, okay, now starting your own business. Then with wanting to start my own business and with fragrance, people start asking me, why don't you start your own fragrance line? And it was at that moment that kind of it sparked that light bulb, that that fuse sparked. And I didn't know what I was doing. I had no background. I had no wherewithal of how to get started, what to do. But I was all about bettering myself and being able to take on challenges and being able to say, you got to get it or you got to die trying. You got to expand that. While you're young, while you have the opportunity, while you have the wherewithal, you just got to take that leap of faith and you got to jump. And so with that, a year later, a lot of studying, a lot of interacting with people, a lot of getting opinions, a lot of data collection, a lot of trying things out for myself. You know, it's almost a year to this day that dream has become a reality, and I've been able to start my own fragrance line that we call Molit Fragrances. And I think it's one of those things that people ask me now, with me getting the product and the stuff that's back there. What is it like? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you whatever? And you know, I think for me, it's a humbling experience, and I'm trying not to get too big ahead about it, but it is something to be able to see everything come full circle, and to get to this moment of having an idea, creating it, and being there every step of the way, and more importantly, the love and support that people have had, people indulging me, people supporting me, people telling me, "Hey man, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing." Those are the things I fall back on, just the whole journey and the process of getting here. But now that it's here, and now that we're about to launch here in the next couple of weeks, you know, forever grateful that I was able to do this, and for all the people who supported. Like I said, I'll never be able to thank those people enough. And it's just the beginning, but it's exciting knowing that something I put a lot of love and passion into is finally here, and I can just see where the sky is going to lead us, and what limits I can reach, what limits I can push past. So that's where we'll table it for today. Again, Molit perfumes, Molit fragrances is here, and it'll be officially launching here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.